Hello everybody, welcome to the show! I am Wolfie, your host today, and we are back! And we are playing a game called Encased. A sci-fi post-apocalyptic RPG. I have no idea what this game is. It looks kind of Fallout-y to me. So all I know about this game, literally, is it kept popping up on my recommended games list. And it was like dirt cheap the other day. So this kept popping up, and essentially I went, looks pretty fun. From the little I saw of it, I know it's got like a sort of Divinity-esque perspective. And it's post-apocalyptic, and that's all I knew about it. And looking at it, it looks very XCOM-y as well. It's got very XCOM 1 vibes, this starting screen. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we got. I have no fucking idea about anything in this game. But yeah. We got this for the next 2 hours. Sorry. Beard hair. Need to trim this, I think, again. Or at least trim my mustache. But yes. Let's get into it, right? Story, the most simple and relaxed for the complexity of play for the sake. Plot, made difficult mode for those who want to focus more on exploring the game world. Hard mode for those who are playing RPGs for a long time and love challenges. Very challenging mode for those who want to test their skills in numerous turn-based battles. Okay, so it's turn-based. Okay, what are more details? I love it when they give you more details for the difficulty modes. Okay, medium is... The damage dealt by enemies is 50% of the base value. Okay, so it's reduced damage. Hit points of your character's group. Okay, so you have a group. 150% of the base value. Your character's hit points, 150% of the base value. Enemies never dodge attacks. Your character can carry 50 kilograms more weight. Honestly, that on its own. There's hunger and thirst. Oh, there's thirst and fatigue at least. Oh, there's hunger. Hunger, thirst, and fatigue. 50% of the base value. Your character always gets first turn in battle. Each miss your character implicitly increase the accuracy of next attack by 30. Accuracy enemy attacks minus 20. Companion who is on the edge of death will be resistant at the battle edge. Oh, I love that. Okay, so what's story? What the hell is this? Story, damage by enemies 50%. Hit points, characters group 150%. Hit character hit points 150%. Character's attacks always apply combat effects to the target, even if the chance is not 100%. God. Damn. Character always necessarily resets negative status if there is a chance. Oh. Enemies never dodge. After a battle, hit points of the character group are restored. Your carry weight is 100 kilograms more. Rate of hunger. Thirst fatigue, 50% of base. Your characters always get the first turn. Your character and party always get the first turn. Each miss your character implicitly increase the accuracy by 50%. Accuracy enemy text minus 20%. A companion who is on the verge of death will revive. Drugs do not cause addiction. Good to know those are a thing. Classic. Damage by enemies minus 30%. Characters get 125%. Characters hit points 125%. Each miss the character increases accuracy. That's classic. What is tactics? Okay. I'm gonna go on journey, I think. I have been playing RPGs for a long time, but I know this type of game. This looks to me like the type of game that you take it on the classic difficulty, it's gonna beat the shit out of you. Even if you get a lot of stuff. Also, honestly, I'm not really the biggest fan of, like, hunger, thirst, fatigue things, so limiting that in the game. And I get more carry weight. And these are other ones, is like, it's nice, but... Honestly, if they just had that, and that on Classic, I would 100% play Classic with the reduced things. But I like that. So let's go on Journey. I'm not, like, the most hardcore gamer at these type of games.
1971. We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome.
The Dome?
The Dome.
The Dome.
A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage?
Storage.
Whatever
Yeah,
it
it's the
is,
storage.
no living thing trapped under the dome can escape it.
Okay.
Yet even this did not stop the research.
Space Marines.
The major powers created the Cronus Mega Corporation.
That's always
to
a bad
develop
sign.
and explore the dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spires station was built on top of the dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates.
Jesus, that's big.
Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at Cronus. You were one of those people.
Cool.
In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one,
Yep.
only time will tell.
So does this game have mobile endings? And morality and things? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm never the best at these, like, very tactical ones. I tend to play on, like, okay, like, pretty low difficulties on them because my brain doesn't work well for tactics, and I am willingly lured into traps because I like certain builds. Oh, are these just... Oh. Okay. Border military base... Okay, so... Sigrun Edie. Wing Blackwing. Gun Fanatic. Muscle 11. Character story. More ability base. Fort military in Central Africa. Unpleasant pathologically unlucky woman accustomed to charging forward in any situation. An avid fan of machine guns and knives. I like this lady a lot already. Pathologically unlucky woman. Fuck yeah. I like her. Sigrun Ede. So these are just like example characters. Martin Smith. Martin changed many professions. He was a bouncer, a loader, a stripper, an underground pugilist until he finally found his place under the dome as a defiant now to hurt people for some reason. Others find him very likable. That's fine. That makes sense to me. Okay. So she has good perception. Oh yeah. Let's see what the stats do. Muscle. I'm assuming I know what muscle does. Oh, hit points. That's good. Encumbrance, close quarter damage, heavy weapons, hand-to-hand, melee weapons, and tech. Perception, I'm assuming, is guns. Awareness, situation, environmental sensitivity, effects, initiative, learnability, precision, evasion. That's always a good one. Light weapons, heavy weapons, high-tech weapons, and piloting. In addition, a high perception gives a chance to notice something hidden, evaluate characteristic people just by looking at them. Okay, guts. Okay, so basically, muscle and guts both affect hit points. Affects hit points, regeneration, encumbrance, defense class, whatever that means. Fortitude, melee weapon skill, and survival. So if I'm going melee weapons, I'm going very high on guts. And muscle. From a physical attractiveness, charm, and the ability to present yourself. Affects inspiration, authority, influence, and medicine. Brains. Mental acuity, intellect affects action points. Okay, that's the thing. Maximum saved action points, skill points per level, high-tech weapons, medicine, tech, and science. Okay, I've got a feeling this is going to be like very Shadowrun-y somehow. God, it's been ages since I played those games. Deftness, dexterity and reaction times, affects starting action points, movement speed, initiative, evasion, light weapons, hand-to-hand, criminal, and contraption. Contraption? I'm assuming is like weird things. Fortune 1. Affects action points, critical hit chance, contraptions, piloting skills, as well as criminal. Okay, which I'm assuming is lockpicking. Psychic. Psi abilities. Ooh. Resistance to psionic attacks, affects initiative, resilience, learnability, psi damage, size. Okay, so resilience, I'm guessing, is anti-psychic, because apparently psychic's in this game. We're going to make a new character. Oh, yeah. Sigrun is 34. She's a lady. Wing Blackwing. I don't know what that means. Trait Gun Fanatic. Oh, Gun Fanatic. Adore guns, will calibers. Oh yeah, what does Blackwing? Did it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Okay. It was a collection of arms. Spent a lot of time at shooting range, but real combat, you are instantly overwhelmed by desire to shoot everything at once. Waste precious seconds to focus. Okay, so it's like it's gonna be like less of other stats, but you've got like. Yeah. Okay. Celery. He's 36. He's male, also from Blackwing and Celery. You work hard, take by force but is given to others from birth. You even succeed somewhat, but no matter how hard you try, cannot escape the stigma of mediocrity. Okay, so I guess he's like jack of all trades. He's got really high charisma, this guy. He's a paladin! This guy's a paladin. Actually, I think he is a paladin. Wow, look at those stats. Martin. Frank Foley. Of his dreams of Vietnam, most of the horrid and revolting, no escape from them despite his best efforts. After leaving the army, Foley tried many jobs, but fate had it his way. Once a soldier, forever a soldier, which is why Frank joined the Black Wing. Oh, so the Black Wing are the soldiers. The security team, I guess. And he has Penitent one. You and your friends survive many troubles, but some are not so lucky. Now you're torn apart by colossal feeling of guilt of the death of your comrades. Seem that the dome itself is saturated with it. Oh, Blue Wing. Okay, so... Oh yeah, how old is he? 33. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You look by far the oldest of this group. That you did not age well as the other two soldiers. The dude's 36, and he looks like he's in his, like, mid-20s. You are in your 33, and you look like you're in your late 40s. Okay. Abel Gulia. Harsh trials of life, couple of clinical deaths and painful divorce. After this did not break Abel, but made him deeply religious person, sees providence and God of every trial. Spirituality. Faith leads you through life's smallest coincidences. You see the signs above, following which makes you lead towards avoidable trouble, but thinking about usually makes you feel aversion to violence. Ah, so he's very bad at fighting, and also he's not likable in any way, or lucky. But he's very smart. Him, I'm guessing, is your doctor. Oh yeah, what are these stats? Okay, so light weapons. This is a little help for you loyal friends. Pistol, shotguns, submachine guns. Yeah, okay, so these are this is very Fallout-y. Like Fallout 1 and 2 with these stats at least. This is light weapons. Heavy weapons are going to be big shit. What limbs fly free trade. Mortars, grenade launchers, heavy machine guns, flamethrowers, and other large caliber weapon. Yep. High tech. I thought flamethrower. Okay. The higher the stat, the more familiar the pew pew sound and the wacky science fiction gear like laser pistols, plasma, and electromagnetic rifles, and so on. Okay. Hand to hand, thrashing with your bare hands and feet, including everything from a dirty kick to surgically precise punches to make an enemy's heart explode. Okay. Melee weapons. Since dawn of time, mankind has used stones, clubs, spears, knives to resolve disputes. The higher the skill, the more effective both your sharp and blunt augments will be. Guts plus muscle. Contraptions. High score on this means you're less likely to step in a bear trap, lose your hand to a hidden laser gadget, allow you better handling of explosives. Okay, so that's what contraptions is. Psionics. Supernatural include the ability to make near future predictions, sense the presence of nearby relics, and to interact with the forefathers' machinery. Psych times 2. 1. So he's got 2. Piloting, skill of driving various vehicles, which is apparently a mechanic. Okay. Medicine, here under the dome, you don't call your doctor because adventures traveling through time. Well played. Nice reference. Skill sufficiently developed, bullet holes, broken limbs, and infections will wish they never existed with your arrival on the scene. Brains and charisma. Tech. I thought this guy was a doctor. I got the vibe from this guy, doctor, but apparently not. Because he's really bad at medicine. I guess he's a tech guy? Oh, he's the explosives guy. Okay. Him being surrounded by machines that try devices, whether a toaster, a teleportation device, knowing the secrets of the metallic waves provide an undeniable advantage. Science. Under the dome, never know what the abilities to clone a hamster may come in handy, but there's no doubt passage knowledge of biology, chemistry, computer science, and physics can make life much easier. Criminal. Immoral but practical, so you to take other people's things in very restricted areas. Yes, lockpicking is the main one that I'd use that for. Influence. Reflect how well your tongue serves you in manipulating situations to your advantage, be it business negotiations or unwanted rendezvous in the dark alley. Survival. It is hard to overestimate the importance of this skill, wishing to live a long life. The ability to assess danger, avoid it is both useful in the wilds and the desert and mysterious catacombs of the forefathers' guts. Oh, nice! This guy's got a lot of guts and not a lot else. He's got a lot of guts, a lot of brains, a lot of deafness, and it's good perception, but everything else is shit. Crowley, also Blue Wing. Survivor. Survivor played Crashport Isaac, a fame he never asked for, fleeing the attention of various reporters. He applied to Cronus, soon the plea approved, he immediately went under the dome. Oh, I kinda like this guy. Terrible disaster which made the object of interest to journalists who brought you fame and self-confidence. Old injuries cost reminding you that day. So he's very lucky, as you might expect someone who survived a plane crash. Very high light weapons. He's got very high, he's just got good stats. Very good at tech as well. I'm not even going to try. Picking fight after fight, going through the mental hospital, I have no empathy whatsoever. Spin is a problem. Her parents, descendants of Russian migrants, persuaded her to go to the dome or to somehow rid themselves of their unruly daughter. I like this girl. Vampire. What? Fatigue, killing an instrument. He was still employed research mental disorder that occurs at the dome named psychoporphyria. When you kill someone, you experience usual surge of vigor, but also fail to deliver a few seconds. Pay no attention to what happened around you. Okay. So she is interesting. She's a she's a serial killer. She's a serial killer. That's kind of this girl's vibe. I like her. Oh, there's more shit. Oh god. Okay, so these are what the stats are. Hit points, obvious. Regen. Boy becomes 24 hours. Okay. Close quarters damage, melee weapons, and hand-to-hand combat. So with base melee or hand-to-hand damage take before modifiers taken into account. Okay. Base is 2 plus muscle minus 5. Calculation results in parentheses taken if they are greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Learn abilities XP, I saw that. Initiative, order and combat, precision after success of remote attacks. Okay, I don't know what remote attacks are. Encumbrance, max carry weight. Inspiration, fills the move with a companion with nimbleness and increase in their evasion. Okay. Authority, assures your companions that your commands are the best possible ones, making them act without dying, increasing their crit chance. Okay. Movement speed, difference covered. It's deafness. Crit chance is fortune, side damage, skill points per level. Ah, that's how it works. Wait, saved AP? Oh, yeah, it's very divinity, this. Okay. This section, at least. Okay. Max AP. Okay. Start each turn, action puts for moving attack. Defense, chance to block or repel attack. Okay. Fortitude. Oh, status effects is fortitude. Okay. Resistance against psi? Yep. Resilience is against mental statuses. Mechanical resistance. Oh, kinetic. Good old kinetic energy. Bullets, knives, and bricks. Energy resistance, which is lasers and things. Yes, elemental. Biochemical, I'm assuming acid. Stale sandwich. Heat resistance, fire. Cryo is cold, I'm assuming. Stay away from suspicious dual vessels. Psychic resistance. From slight disorientation to brain rupture, and evasion is just dodge. Okay. Hey, what was that other list? Throw a wrench. Oh god, each character has weird abilities. Oh. Is this guy a psychic? He is a psychic, or sort of. Low kick. Karate chop. Headbutt. Kick. Yeah, this guy's a psychic. This guy really is a paladin. Okay, let's get to the others. Seventh daughter of a large family of farmers, Margaret always felt a little out of place in the outside world, and as soon as the dome was found, she immediately felt a special attraction to it. Candidate test revealed enormous psychic potential. Margaret was accepted to Cronus. Jesus! Muzzle 10, 15 guts, and 10 psyche. He's redneck. Group of farm, daily physical labor. Tougher but digging through the dung day by day, ready for the time to develop as a person. She's not very bright and doesn't talk very well, but my god, are her physical stats amazing, and she's a freaking psychic god. Boris! Neanderthal. Close one damage plus 15. Cannot wear pants or jackets. Okay, that's pretty funny. And that descendant certificate. So, the certificate for anthropology is you're more Neanderthal genes in you than any other living person. Everyone will attest. He should be. Ever pick a. It tests that should they ever pick a fight with you. So proud of your ancestors, you gave up wearing jackets and pants to honor their memories. Stronger men are broken in prison, but Boris turned out to be too uncontrollable, ferocious even the Soviet correction system. A violent prisoner and repeatedly raised camp riots. He barely made it to the clean slate program, was sent to the dome out of harm's way. No guts whatsoever on this dude, apparently, but he's got a lot of strength. A lot of charisma. Oh, he's a bully. Pay with your feet. Charge, it doesn't deal damage. Okay, intimidation, pickpocketing, charm, cheating, kick. Not a nice guy, that one. The word degenerate. Oh, these are criminals. Dark Lord! Damage 20 of each companion of the player, component of minus 20. Think it's on the Dark Lord of your companions, necessary attitude of loyal but dumb minions. There's no hurry to dissuade you on this. Maybe too mild epithet for cutting mean early grizzled man. Time to do time, Lee made a fortune selling weapons and drugs within the walls of Arkansas prison. Gave bribes to the right people, became president of the clean slate program that's making his way under the dome. Very high charisma, no psychic power, no luck, but very smart, very deft, and just generally okay. Spray. He's got flamethrower. Ionization. Ah, this guy's really good with, like, laser weaponry. Learnability is 47. Jesus. Bonnie Harker. Bonnie grew up a good girl like many good girls. She fell in love with a bad guy and roamed over the west coast with him for 3 years, robbing gas stations, motels, small shops. In prison, she luckily changed her ways. Well, pretending to do so, administration included clean slate, thus Bonnie ended up in the dome. She seems quite nice. Very lucky. Thrill Seeker. Experience plus 50% with health less than or equal to 35%. Oh, that's interesting. You only need it for the thrill that is piercing, cutting, burning, tearing, corroding sensations. Perhaps your approach to self-destruction, but you only feel alive and might remain standing on the very edge of the cliff. That's an interesting ability. Yeah. Liver Diaz. Silverwing. And she's also Neanderthal. Pleasant voice, speaks competently, possesses a charming smile, ability is pretty damn convincing. Oh, there's so much demand, Silverwing, that the Cronus HR department turned a blind eye to both a violent nature and dubious past. Alright. Neanderthal's such a weird one. Yeah, she's very talky. These are some interesting ideas. Bossy. Since childhood, you've changed one leadership position for another, having learned well to seek sympathy, respect, most probably obedience from people. However, you are used to the fact that others do all the work for you, thus you got a bit lazy. He's 6 at everything. He's just okay at everything. Apart from precision, he's not very he's not good at encumbrance. Edwin Goodwin. I don't trust this guy. These are not the same person. In the dome, Eden made a career in show business, performing magician and hypnotist in Las Vegas, casinos and restaurants. Tired of the stage, he decided it was time for one final show and went to the dome. Just got mauled by a tiger. Intuition. With almost supernatural intuition, little that can surprise you. Thus, you are solving all problems arise and don't make long-term plans. He's also a mega psychic. No saved AP. Rivers Cooper. Slowpoke. I'm just gonna... How many more of these are there? Good God. Oh, this guy's not many more. We can keep it. Rivers Cooper. Parents were involved in his upbringing. grew up to be obsessive, hyperactive, incredibly dumb, albeit a handsome young man. He did not make a movie star, but was perfect for the position of presenter at a shopping channel. So perfect, the Magic Berserk company made him the official person sent with the dome. Aww. No muscle, a lot of guts actually. No brains, no deafness, really lucky, really high psychic, really high charisma. He's just a nice guy. I think this is the kind of person that I think a lot of people just get along well with. You know? Now looking at those stats. Son of a military... Okay, who are you? Herman Stoltz. Prodigy. Born at the age of 11, can describe genius in 20 languages. There are a few things you don't understand on Earth, and as soon as you learn about the dome, you happily decide to go there. You're exceptionally smart, but you know so much about interacting with the world, There's so much that when interacting with the world, you get only half the experience. 15 brains. No muscle! This guy does not lift. Herman always loved the science. Father inherited a fragile physique from a peculiar views in experimental science. He wasn't welcome under the dome right away, though he got there eventually due to his outstanding intelligence, talent for inhuman perseverance. Yeah, not very physically capable, not very likable, but very good just generally otherwise. A slacker. Perk points +2 at the start of the game, -3 when leveling up. Oh no, fuck that. Avoiding work, you weren't too lazy for that. You do literally out avoiding work if you weren't too lazy for that. Learning free time allows you to develop exciting new perks and habits, but you're entirely reluctant to learn something new. Yeah. Meal, always been quite average in a profession, but she knew how to make friends, including very influential ones. The ability to evoke sympathy in people often helped in life and work. Helped this too, and accepting into crows and went right under the dome. Alan Woodpecker's childhood thieving dimwit Alan was attracted to 3 things. It's cars and monkeys. Why? I get the first 2. Why monkeys? He liked primates so much that Mr. Woodpecker got a job as a security guard at a zoo, and then became a volunteer member of a research group studying the behavior of monkeys. Under the dome, accidentally fell asleep in a cage with the... Dude's a physical badass, though. It says 2 brains. Don Quixote. Starting points +1 in servo shell. Starting points -1 with no servo shell on. Night fabric and body suits made for heavy armor. Okay, so this is the heavy armor guy. So if you're in the I'm assuming the servo shell are the power armors. Yeah, this guy is a fighter, basically. Servo shell piloting basics, movement speed. We are wearing a servo shell. Develop necessary muscle memory. The pilot of servo shell moves a little slow without it. Butt stroke. Hit him with the back of the gun. Vehicular assaulter. Run over a living creature without inflicting fatal damage to yourself or the vehicle. Mercy strike. Bladed weapon. Is execute. Desperate attack. Blunt weapon. Okay. Death proof. Set on collision with an enemy vehicle. Down doesn't deal damage, crit targets fatigue by 200, by 400 in case of back attack. And that's it. Okay, so let's create a new character. Introduction. Welcome to the character creation process, where you create a protagonist, plunge adventure to the dome. Begin with choose the name of the character, select a wing in which they work, the portrait, then just the physical appearance. Next. Okay, orange wing. Okay, so these are what the wings give you. Every person does a second chance, especially those willing to make amends their crimes, work in the betterment of humanity. Orange wing create especially such people. Plays out everywhere, providing the kind of domestic service from cleaning to delivery, manufacturing, construction. A lot of work to be done with the dome. Employ orange wing will find the way of contribution. So it's more deftness, which is dex. More encumbrance, better criminal, better survival. Do I do wings? 5 departments engaged in different activities, choosing the wings to background your character, starting attribute values, initial equipment, and answer options dialogues. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Time of discovery is now past prosperous. Just like Galileo and Newton, White Wing employees are launched a new era of science. They represent the best minds of humanity working diligently in laboratories, equip the most modern tech, and uncover the mysteries of ancient civilization. More brains, better high-tech weapons, medicine, science, and biochemical resistance. Yeah, the science wing. Blue wing. Ooh. Like, the dominate dormants of centuries left only the arrival of people. Today, the region is gigantic, 30,000 square kilometers, construction site, thousands of cars, snow white cities, networks, motorways spanning the inhospitable desert. Crows is rightfully proud of its world-class infrastructure, but the ground up thanks to the hard work and knowledge employees of the Blue Wing. Guts, which is corn, learnability, melee weapons, contraptions, and tech. Okay. Silverwing, diversifies priority 1,000. Out of 1,000, find experts who suss out best solutions for a problem, equip workers with the right tools, leadership, necessary materials they need to go. Every base has a structure. Management. There's Silverwing managers here. Charisma, skill points per level up, psionics, and influence. Yeah. And Blackwing is the fighters. It's security by the look of it. Using the most powerful weapons, advanced military equipment, the employees of Blackwing protect humanity from the myriad hazards of the Dome. Blackwing's command made up the best officers, most highly trained armies in the world to coordinate their subordinates to provide maximum security of everyone that wing of the Dome. Fortitude up, heavy weapon up, hand-to-hand up, melee weapon up, and piloting up. And that's it, yeah. So it's either Blue Wing or Blackwing. I'm probably going Blackwing because I like all of those. Okay, let's take a gander. Wolfie Bane. Oh yeah, I have to put space. Age 45. Let's lower that. We'll go with our actual age. Yes, I'm 26, 21. I don't really care if you know that. Over. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'm a dude, so. Okay. Let's change that picture. It has to be one of these. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's Leon. That one's kind of alright. Oh, you can do custom portrait. That's kind of cool. Okay, head type. Oh, let's do, where's the beard? Yeah, let's get rid of the beard just so we can see the head type. I can't take him seriously. Yeah, okay. That's an alright one. I kinda like that one. I kinda like face one. It's like very, very generic, but... This is Caucasian again. I don't know. No. It's okay. Ooh, the beard. Yeah. It's flash art. That looks about the same colour, because apparently the... Oh, no, feature colour is here, okay. That's pretty much what my hair is. That one just looks bizarre. Sort of a pompadour. Let's just go with that one. Let's go with the same hair that I've got, like the very, very short hair. Essentially bald. But likes to have just a bit of warmth on the head. Feature color. Okay, so hair color. What colors work? Let's just go with that. That works. Go with Blackwing. Attributes. Okay, each character is given set attributes based physical and mental characteristics. Higher the attribute value, the greater the advantage situations higher. Ensure level of secondary characteristics and skills associated with the level of the wing. Automatically returning wing specialization. Okay. So we've got high. What's perception for again? We want higher guts. Yeah, we don't want any psyche. I don't care about psychic stuff. Characterization brain stat. If the character creations brain stat 1 or 2, the protagonist will be incapable of meaningful dialogue. That often leads to unexpected results. Some quests become unavailable, and others new options get unlocked. Relations to characters change as well. Some communicate with the intellectual challenge protagonists to show their hidden side. Oh god. So I do 3. Because you cap out at 10, evidently. It's fortune. Let's go 5. Let's get 6 in that one. Because deafness has evasion and movement speed and all that stuff, so we want to be okay, right? Put that down 1, increase deafness by 1. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Heal a lot. Abilities. Tag skills. In Encased, characters have a variety of skills that reflect their prowess in a specific area, and different types of weapons, applying medicine, and repairing equipment. I recommend choose 2 apply to and 1 combat skill, but you may select 3 skills as your tag skills. Additional 30 points. Each tag skill. To tag the skill, click the star icon after its name. Okay, so combat skill, it says. We want melee weapons. Mercy Strike, blade weapon abilities, and execute, butt strike, let's hit him with a gun. Desperate attack, and wear down. Finisher, special target. Oh, that seems really good. Wide swing, blunt weapon ability at all times the wide cone. Push target back. Tips you are wasted. 5-finger death punch. Oh, I need perception 10 for that. Okay, so we can get perception eventually. Berserk. Orders as well as 25, evasion by 50. If fight starts, combat fury gets a hold of you, but blind rage does not go well with the safe preservation instinct. Wreck it! Oh, snap your weapon, but obliterate the enemy. Pounce. Stun. Home run! Gotcha. Machine gun ability, ripping disc. So there's disc throwers. Grenade launch, suicidal attack. Point blank grenade, ignoring the blind spot. Caution, you will also get hit. Okay, so it's sniper rifle isn't heavy. Submachine gun, assault rifle, shotgun, and handgun. You're already dead. Kick, powerful kick, crushing kick, flight of the dragon. Okay, applied skills, so piloting, death proof. Servo shell. I'm gonna look up servo shells. Do they have like a power? Is my thought. Yeah, I'm fine with seeing as well. There's like a huge wick thing here, which is how you get it. Okay, so servo suits are just like a thing. They don't seem to have a... You need to power them. It doesn't... I don't see a thing, so... Jesus. This one seems like a good one to have. What's influence? I can't actually get a skill even if I wanted to. Yeah, do I've got that one. Do I get these skills? Oh, do I just... Maybe I just get these skills. Reduced. Medicine. First aid, okay. Homeostasis, team. It says they get a party, so I'm assuming that I don't need medicine, because we'll probably be able to get a medicine person. That's always what I like to do in games. Tech. We do this making shit. Oh, repairing is a thing, okay. Create and repair mechanical equipment, energy damage up, defense class up. Hard-boiled electrician. You just savvy like that. It's Morgan Freeman. Actually, kind of does look like Morgan Freeman. Resistance and move speed up. That seems great. Oh, you can repair robots, I assume. Yeah. Science. See enemy stats. Probably well as knowledge, material mechanics, leverage systems open doors for you. Okay. Instantly gain an extra level. Eureka! Criminal. Game engine gambling. Oh, it's that kind of mechanic. Understood. Speed up. Lock picking. Pickpocketing. Prison boardery. Oh, you just taunt. Okay. Feint. Blindside. Influence. What's influence got? Barter. Oh, okay. Charm. Just emotional closest from your. What the fuck's an inter? What the hell is an intercooler? Effective and brutal. Conviction. By forward logic. Red and common sense arguments. Make companions better. Self-hypnosis. Science plus 10. You just psych yourself up. Resilient leader. Comparison resilience up. Radiant aura of confidence could potential. Your strength determines your supports. Oh, so you just tank up your subordinates. That's pretty good. Dog chasing cars. You run like a madman when there's no one to hold you back. Oh god. Excuse, safety first. Too valuable to take chances. Helplessness, inspiration 15. Protect you as if you were a small child. As a bag of hammers. Personalized approach. And survival. Strip inventory out of parts. These are parts convert to certain objects. Cookery. That seems good. Situation. +1 initiative is always nice. Oh, that seems great. More more weight. After firing more ammo. Nice. Oh, pocket sand! Get over yourself. Around fatigue. Yes, you could do it! Camouflage. Evasion at night. Local medical herbs and possess general understanding of how to stay healthy and dangerous. As a travel acrobat, hunger and thirst are no threat to you, but adapting conditions don't as much as possible. Bare minimum of food and water every part of it, but any company upsets the fight to your survival strategy. As a bag of hammers, 50% more interesting encounters. Relic expert. Relic's lot +1. Promised not wearing any armor. Nope. Lucky find is doubled. Guts. Travelers made you a lot tougher. I think that one's a good one to have. It said recommends to get 2 of these. I'm too stupid for these. And for the other one, I'm not charismatic enough to get those. Paladin, though. Because if we can get a servo shell, that seems good, right? Heavy duty driving. Heavy vehicle, heavy loads, personal cars, road trains? Huh. Muscle in the servo shell. I might need to get some tech. I actually don't have the worst tech, hilariously. More spikes! Place your melee weapons for varying express distract you from the fight slightly. That seems nice. go with tech. I want to get... I think I'll get piloting as my extra boosted skill. I was tempted to get hand-to-hand, because, like, kick and things seem good. But it did say get 2 of the applied skills, and I've got piloting, which means that if I get... like, +1 initiative, I can cook. Actually, do I need piloting? I might not get them... I'll put it into hand-to-hand. Because I assume that you get these skills still, right? So... and I can get the headbutt. And piloting, I can get points in it. Traits. Start a character, you can choose one personality trait for them. Both pros and cons are entirely optional. In case you create a character with low intelligence, one more as a bag of hammer will be added automatically. Oh, right. Gun fanatic. -5 initiative, but shit tons of gun stuff. Okay. This one is crit chance increase, but lowers all other. So it lowers all damage, but you get 20% crit chance. Okay. Competitive war. Was you so lucky? Total part closer feeling guilt over the death of commoners and done itself. So you get increased damage. You take increased crit damage, but you get just 10 plus 10 to all skills. Mechanical damage. All damage down, but you get tankier. Survivor, regen down, fortitude down, but resilience up. Vampire, it chooses that one. 4 guts and perks rate +1. Oh, so that's what that is. So you get perks less often. Yeah, we've already seen what that one is. You cannot wear jackets and pants, it's so weird. Load ability -20, but you get +20 damage for each companion. Thrill Seeker I don't like. Bossy. Lower precision, lower encumbrance. Nope. No saved AP. Supernatural intuition. Surprise you, the social problems arise. Don't make long-term plans. Slowpoke. Invites you into your life each time they take you by surprise. Manage to catch up quickly. Prodigy. More brains, less learnability. Nope. Slacker. Yeah, I don't like that one. Don Quixote. Which is the... you're better in a servo shell. If I can get a servo shell, that seems amazing. I'm kind of thinking that or redneck. I'll select that one, why not? Okay, I'll quickly double check the data. 66 melee weapons and 63 hand-to-hand. Yeah, 31 piloting. 50 survival. Yeah, we got up to the piloting that we wanted without needing the other bits. Got Don Quixote. Seven plus deafness -6. I think our deafness is 7. And fortune is 5, so it evens out. Do we want that, or do we want... that one is action point +1 in a servo shell. Outside of a servo shell, we've got less. Now, I'll get that one instead. Let me get less perks. Or we get 2 levels for every perk instead of 1, I assume it is. Also means we've got insane, like, base stats for melee. We need to get a melee weapon. Give this man a club. He's got very, very high guts, very high muscle. Pretty good deafness perception. Low charisma and brains, but not the worst. Mediocre fortune. Yeah, brains was like, he is not a smart man. Sure, let's go with this. Fortune 8. Okay. Resistance against negative physical statuses. I think we're good against physical statuses. We've got 19 evasion, which I'm assuming is percentage-based. Defense class. We need to get some better gear, basically. Okay. Let's go. The Dome is an international project on unprecedented scale, goes as far as humanity has come all its way to exactly where we are now. War, slavery, genocide, all the efforts pay off handsomely. Wait a moment, bad phrasing. Cut that bit, will you? Interview with Kronos Foundation's Deputy Head of Public Relations. Reputation up with Blackwing, yay! Interact with different characters, important part of the game. Start dialogue, click on the characters set. Talk to you, show up from conversations, you can find out valuable plot information, clues, and receive tasks. Choose lines carefully, careless words can cause a provoke a fight.
The badge on the orange's chest reads, Quentin Bisley, laborer. He eyes your black uniform and quickly turns away.
Ah, yeah, I'm security, aren't I?
A tall woman is watching an ad playing on the monitor, arms crossed. The polished to a shine badge on her black overalls reads, Elsa Olafson, Security Service. She glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner.
Greetings. Please take all necessary precautions. By that I mean, don't turn your back on him.
Elsa nods at the orange.
I just follow orders. Even if his crime was embezzlement, I have to keep him cuffed. Those are the rules.
Olafson shrugs in a sharp, mechanical way, as if racking the slide of an assault rifle.
Our friends from the administration didn't deign to inform me about this man's record. Could be I'm escorting a serial killer. It's corporate policy, you know.
She gives the silver a vengeful look.
Fair enough.
A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a sweaty hand.
Monty James, Silverwing.
He glances down at your badge.
Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting. And your CV, wonderful. Inspiring, really. When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level clearance has its advantages.
Monty makes a ring with his thumb and forefinger.
You were number 63,784 on the waiting list.
What the fuck?
You were lucky enough to get into the Dome after only 16 months. Besides that, zero, nada, absolutely nothing. You're a
What
course
the
for both the Foundation
fuck?
and myself. How exactly did you end up in this wing?
Is he always trying to meet people of other races and cultures and then killing them all? Jesus. Alright. Bit harsh! Reply that you're a professional, go with your skills and do the most, play your mission to protect mankind from alien threats. I'll do the...
The silver peers at you more closely.
Wait. Let me guess. Are you a mercenary? French Foreign Legion, right?
French Foreign
Fought
Legion.
in Africa, Latin America? Yeah, I know. You don't like to talk about it.
An uncomfortable silence rises between you, and Monty abruptly changes the subject. He taps the narrow illuminator panel with one finger.
Look, there's a storm rising. The lightning is strange. Green. Should lightning be green? This is my first
Phenomena
sandstorm.
to delay it. Recommended approach. Steer clear or die. Fair enough.
A young, dark-haired woman is staring through the illuminator, her gaze glued to the slowly approaching desert. She's whispering softly.
We've crossed the border. No way back now.
You alright?
She turns to you. The shiny badge on her
There
white
goes. That's the
jumpsuit
medical guy.
reads, Tomoko Kimura, physiologist. As the woman takes in your black uniform, her smile fades.
Why?
There are 6 people in this capsule. 2 of them in black jumpsuits. Not a statistically significant sample, but the trend is evident.
She says with a squint. Kimura shakes her head disapprovingly and turns back to the illuminator.
This place is a scientific treasure trove, and you're treading all over it in your jackboots, blowing up doors that are thousands of years old, acting like you own this world. What devilment.
Oh, she doesn't like me.
Kimura isn't impressed.
Protecting us from the dome, really. And who's going to protect the dome from you?
Well, I tried. And you're the,
The man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the occasional break in the clouds.
He looks
His
like...
badge reads Igor Patan.
He looks... Okay, so this is what the guy gives me, the picture's vibe. He looks to me... Like, what's his name? The smashing guy. That's pissing me off now. What's his name? Nigel Thornberry. That was it. This gives me Nigel Thornberry vibes.
The blue taps on the glass with one finger and gestures you to come and take a look. Seems like he doesn't speak English.
Cronus Foundation presents gleaming, futuristic, state-of-the-art cities straight from the pages
I
of
can't shut it
science
up.
fiction. Well-paid, safe employment, career advancement.
I have more health than, like, most of these
and
people
a
combined.
world-class
Jeez.
social safety net. Noble and intellectually stimulating work in state-of-the-art laboratories. We're thrilled to welcome you to the...
Kimura doesn't turn, but you can see her watching your reflection with...
Really? Why? What have I done? I'm just in black uniform.
Olafson watches you steadily, her expression... Bisley pretends you don't exist. Monty nods at the window.
Where's the window? Oh, is this the window?
Stopping by the door's porthole, you watch as the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass, and smoky blue at the horizon. It almost seems like the clouds are pulling up there. You peer into the rusty clouds
That doesn't look
of
good.
dust blowing along a dirt road leading south. The southern sector. Every black winger has heard the whispers about Operation Simoom, a major offensive under preparation since the early days of development of the dome. Cronus is recruiting troops,
That's not the
capable of
word.
capturing the southern territory, an area heavily guarded by the forefathers' defense systems.
Due to ancient incomparable creatures do, but
Maybe you yourself
nobody knows what they
ended
look
up
like,
in
the
one
cave
of
problem,
those
or what they've got.
troops.
Okay.
Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightning flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies. You freeze by the window, unable to avert your gaze.
What's the
The
whirlwind?
outlines of the landing site, blurred by clouds of dust, appear behind the greenish glass of the porthole. The capsule shudders as the braking devices engage.
Okay. We are going to be going until about 8 o'clock, half 8, something like that. Also got given a little cupcake. I love cupcakes. There's a fondness. They're delicious. Press any key to continue. Look at the end of the Cold War. World economy now revolves around the dome and the study of its technologies. Effort shared among many nations, both capitalists and socialists. The world can rest easy. There's no nuclear apocalypse. Only collaboration in the interest of all mankind. I have quests. Okay. Position with Blackwing is good. You are assigned to serve with Blackwing. Okay. Map. Inventory. I have money. I have a scanner. Okay. Camera controller encased. Camera is not tied to the car. Yeah. Okay, tab is there.
Not now.
Oh, there's a power suit.
Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A
Mario!
cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve. A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars. You raise the binoculars to your eyes. Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plain looks even stranger. Its core glows with flickering green light and flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern. Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message.
Without tearing your gaze away from the binoculars, you turn around. It's somewhat unexpected that the dome looks horribly empty. Your eyes find some construction pits dug directly in the sand, and concrete blocks laid beside them. There are almost no roads, or not sealed ones. Only
This guy's
one
doing my job
highway
for
with
me.
yellow surface marking stretches among the sand drifts. The scientist looks blankly at you, then down at his lab coat.
Ah, this? This?
He lets out a blaring laugh. Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics.
Ah, okay.
My job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in.
Nuzzi points
Makes sense.
upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there, all the way to the spire, then to Crystal Sands by the funicular. They get auctioned off and turned into money. It's not like I endorse this, but we all like ourselves a good paycheck, right?
Yeah, makes
He
sense.
offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But then you can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm, that's what's truly amazing.
Nuzzi looks from you to the caps. He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. You'd better get going or you'll be late for check-in. Your colleagues are already inside, and the storm is growing stronger.
I like this guy.
The storm is growing stronger.
The white mutters in fascination.
That's a bad sign, isn't it? I work with the fantasies of the dome and alien colony ship gifted man to the other world, remnants of Atlantis, prison for dark forces, magical laboratory of ancient Egyptians. Personally, I think a definition doesn't matter. What we're going to do with it, that's what matters. That's not a bad way of thinking about it, actually. You okay, game? I get XP. The game perform various tasks, some of which lead either the story or those real different aspects of life around the dome or from the task data section. Who are you?
What do you want?
So I don't usually get distracted as though Bez is a reported issue.
See ya.
Just great, Mr. Monty James. With luck like yours, I wouldn't spend any money on the lottery.
Greetings, newcomer. Come over here and register, please.
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. The employee glances at you indifferently. His upper lip is ever so slightly curled in contempt.
What a prick.
All new employees must register first thing. Come up to the desk, please.
The nameplate on the desk
looks
tells
familiar.
you you're talking with Dean Rayhet, administrator. The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Rayhet produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses
Tape
play.
recorder.
The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayhet, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues, and
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
together we will build the best possible future for all mankind.
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
Ready to begin?
Dean's hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod. You spell out your first and last names and specify your wing,
Yeah, well, officially,
profession,
right?
and test results. The administrator's fingers fly across the keyboard as he enters your information into the Cronus database. Rayhet scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784. You've been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Okay.
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer. The administrator returns your Selectron.
Here you are. You now have first-level clearance. As a Black Wing employee, you get access to the barracks, the armory, surveillance rooms, remand centers, and other specialized facilities.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details, or just the short version?
Shut up.
Rayhet nods and points at the ceiling.
First, you need a set of combat gear. Talk to Sidney Maynard, he'll give you everything.
Okay.
Dean extends his second finger.
Second, weapons. Ms. Margarita Takachenko is the clerk at the armory. After she dispenses your firearm, you'll need to head to the training zone for a brief weapons handling exam.
Okay.
The administrator straightens his third finger.
According to the latest regulations, all employees must attend a briefing on psi abilities. Applied to instructor Andrei Mihai.
Dean extends his fourth finger and looks at you meaningfully.
Did I tell you about the combat and tactical training? The fourth step is to visit instructor Winston Botherby. And finally, science is the overarching purpose behind everything we do here. Go to Professor Van Alden to learn how to study relics, avoid anomalies, and catalog scientific knowledge. This training is mandatory for all wings, not just white.
Dean catches himself.
Oh, and when you're done with your trainings, proceed to the waiting room. From there, you'll travel to Magellan by bus.
The administrator looks up at you again.
That is all.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages. Well, that's all, I think.
Messages various game characters store the messages. Messages. Inbox, move to the archive. Okay. Messages is where? Oh yeah, fighting stance. Okay. Force. Dig. Unarmed hand to hand. Quests. Messages. There it is. Hutchins order. Show protection. Key points. Facility storage. Facilities equipment. Issuing points. Of reset. Loading dock. What is your highest priority? Miscellaneous, which is all the general stuff. And quests.
Mr. Rayhead, would you bring me... Hi there.
Yeah, it's you, Joe. This impression folded up very positive. They forgot to add my name to the new recruits manifest. Can you imagine? I'm too stupid. Sorry, buddy. I can't do anything. I got an achievement. True survival simulator. Use the toilet. Very actions eating food, taking medicines may put certain status effects on you. That's for different types, positive, negative, some attacks, and abilities also apply status effects. Small amount of radiation has been purged from the body because I went to the bathroom. A mop? Disinfectant. That seems useful. Gotta wash your hands. For 15 minutes. Washing your hands is good for you. Use a vacuum, use a mirror. Okay, so you're the uniform guy.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine.
I don't know what brilliantine
says Sidney Maynard, storekeeper. The silver perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from under the counter. Sidney puts on thick glasses that seem to age him 5 decades in an instant and studies the lined pages. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right?
Hmm?
You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me.
Maynard adjusts his glasses in a businesslike manner.
And before I give you the uniform, please listen to these short instructions.
Oh, sure, why not?
Sidney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself, get electrocuted, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly. You may also freeze to death or get fried.
Okay.
That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, in hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it.
Okay.
The silver steps back from his counter to indicate the repair kit boxes piled in the back of the warehouse. He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any large base, of course, but they're not always available. So, you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own. It's a useful skill.
Sidney rests the logbook on the desk.
That's all the instructions. Now, I'm going to issue your uniform.
The silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a small package. Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new uniform.
Standard issue Blackwing equipment, trousers, boots, jacket. Everything is stain resistant and armored.
Yes!
Bear in mind, this gear is made from all natural materials. Oh, Cronus takes care of its employees.
He says with a bit of swagger. He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Sydney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform. Enjoy.
Sydney adjusts his glasses.
Sure, I'll show you what we've got. You know, we're pretty well stocked here in Concord. Take a look.
Okay. Take a look
Sydney
at the
scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you need something.
Okay, so the helmet is bad at heat resistance. Now watch, cat. We don't have enough for that. Got it, okay. Super color gamma teleglasses, critical hit, mechanical, a little bit of resistances. Engineer's cap. Oh, light weapons up. Contraptions up. Science. Initiative +1. Is it a facility? Same. Tech. Okay. Is the initiative, defense class, mechanical resistance, just big armors all around. Flashback jacket, defense class, good. Okay. Shovel. Sam the salmon fish snacks. Noola beef noodles. Canned beans. You can't have a game like this without canned beans. Relic slot up. Okay. Oh no, my cupcake. Oh. So this backpack is so heavy it gives me defense. Okay. Equip. 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 Yeah, if I was Neanderthal, I wouldn't be able to equip them. My battle mop.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit. Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Okay. Anna Leroy. Hello.
How can I help?
I'm in. Could administrator September this way. Device does not apply to new about 4 years. Wait,
I
okay.
hope to see you again soon.
They said that's the waiting room, so the waiting room was like near the
Anything
end.
urgent, Mr. Krachkov?
Katarzyna, did you mark it as Class 1 again instead of 2? Look, here's the scanner data. It says the relic.
Okay, you're the weapons people.
Wait, but it's still Class 1. I'm not going to violate protocol.
Katarzyna might be. I'll complain to the Silvers. You may violate protocol as long as it benefits the company.
Locations with tablet is accessible to ship to.
An engineer in a bright blue jacket is tinkering with the door lock, cursing under his breath non-stop. Blowing a curly strand of hair off his forehead, he turns to you.
You're a newcomer, right? It's a straight-up open house here today.
He offers you his hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Penkovsky, technician.
Nice.
The technician slaps the door with one hand.
You have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges, marking their territory. If you ask me, they're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands.
Penkovsky grunts angrily.
I wish I could. I'm gonna have to disassemble, clean, and reassemble it to get it working. It's work I don't need, and all thanks to some idiot.
Maxime extracts a thin, sharp, precision probe from behind it.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of situations.
He looks at you expectantly.
Sure, why not?
The Blue's getting excited.
All right.
I don't mind. Like, it's a useful skill to have, as he said. Hopefully, this will be a bit of a skill up as well.
Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screwdriver and a can opener into your hand.
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy. No special skill required. They wear out after a few locks. While the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use. But one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master.
Okay.
Maxime takes out another pick lock and crouches by the door. He gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there.
Penkovsky shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all kinds of tools and gadgets.
Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on.
The Blue solemnly raises his index finger.
And one more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kits. Modus and Supercolor do too. They've all got fat contracts with Cronus, so they care about quality.
Okay.
He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing hab pods. Those are a real pain in the ass.
Some of that bugs.
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made, warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn. The modules were constructed by marketing managers, not engineers.
Yep.
Building a city in the desert was also their idea. This project is all about PR. Cronus wants to show the world how tough they are.
Locks and lock picking. Game you find. Use the right button on a lock door, select desired ability from the list. Use special lock picks, increase the chance of success. Complete it rather quickly. In addition, they can break down the door with brute force or if they tell by trying to get open.
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then, apply it to the door.
Utility belt. I have no belt. It's a belt, simple lockpick.
Yes, apply is the proper word.
It's the door. Yeah, lockpick. Okay, that's how you do it.
I repeat, get a lockpick and attach it to... Just don't forget to pick up your uniform and weapons. It'll be awkward for you if the door gets stuck again.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Inspiring finisher.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko.
Tkachenko. Okay, I had no idea how to pronounce that name.
The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Good voice.
Her voice is deep and gravelly. Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages in her logbook.
I see. This was your first receipt.
She glances at her Kairos, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. The black returns a couple of minutes later with a big baton.
Here you go. This thing's indispensable in close combat.
She swipes the baton through the air, then rolls it between her hands with clear satisfaction.
Like it? Enjoy.
Margarita lets out a big puff of smoke and shakes her head.
Shift it to the side, silly Billy, or you'll trip over it.
The Black chuckles.
Listen, a baton is a baton.
Tkachenko removes the pipe from her mouth and releases a stream of... The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me.
Leaning over the counter, the Black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Botherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless. But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his two...
Wizard guy!
Be careful around him, though. Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
I like her. The voice kind of sounds like Sigourney Weaver to me, like slightly. It might just be the fact I haven't heard her speak for a while, but several multiple keys. Your gameplay more comfortable with shift. Tilt it for control to attack characters and doors. Oh, yeah. I've got a bat, which I'm assuming is way better than this broom. The broom's better. The broom's a lot better, actually. Yeah, the broom's a lot better. Why would I ever use the bat? Right. One moment. 16. I'm just want to see if I've got this right.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
16 to 31 or 19 to 20. Yeah, the broom's just way better. I guess I'll have both because it might. You never know. Are you the person?
A lean silver with thick black hair and a huge cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you. As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises an outstretched hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, scattered toothpicks, and bits of trash float up from the table and hang in the air. The silver badge reading Andrei Mihai, Science Instructor, floats up as well.
Approach the table as if nothing unusual is occurring.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and exhales a lush cloud of smoke.
Yeah, maybe for the sake.
The silver props his elbows on the table.
Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with a high psyche to study psionics. Give me your hand.
I'm very aware it's not me, dude.
Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark fingers. Andrei gropes your hand briefly, then lets go, disappointed.
The pills, huh? The anti-migraine, sleeping pills, neuroleptics, downers. What do you mean you don't take them? Well, off you go then. That means no talent, huh? Why waste time? No wasting time now. But alas, regulations demand it, so I'll give you a glove too. Regulations, huh?
The silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an ooh mama hold me tight glove. It takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew concentrates it.
Okay.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple? Simple. Now to your questions, huh?
The silver takes a
Why
pull
not?
at his
Let's
cigar
find out.
and releases a self-important puff of smoke.
Psionics. It's a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof, gone. Only the
This guy's crazy.
And this. Psionics, huh?
He rocks back in his armchair, puffing on his cigar. The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table. Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say everyone has an organic skill called psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it, uh-huh. Big psyche, you got talents. Small psyche, no talents. You'll need to carry a lighter all your life.
Yeah. Bye.
Welcome under the dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient civilization. Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet. Greetings.
You are way too happy. The 5 minutes versus time will tell you about the remarkable career opportunities must take such a way to the dome. Sure. Dome is designed to explore a world. Unknown technologies. I'm really irritated that this is of all the fucking things doesn't have it. Human race. Military student, person had a cheek instead of a temple. Have you ever seen the military? You'll find Blackwing. Yeah, I'm Blackwing. Diligence, military discipline, quick raise the ranks. Free medical care, special insurance conditions, and high quality weapons and equipment. We protect you, so you can protect us. Thank you very much, in Kronos. Thank you for the speech. Yeah, do you like it? You should see how important this stuff is. Tell him to fuck off! Wow, harsh. Come on, look. You're honestly interested in speech, but you take a look at the leaflet. Tell us your new home. It says really carefully. Sure, I'll take the leaflet. Luxury cars. Actually, if I don't think of the dome, the picture is beautiful. A couple more. How about a few more of your friends? No, well, alright.
It was nice chatting.
You're alright. Let's see an Erden.
You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the dim lamplight. He almost appears to be hovering above the laboratory floor. The man turns at your footsteps. He's holding a paper clipboard and a pencil. His shimmering silver badge reads Sebastian Van Olden. He glances from you to the glittering watch on his wrist.
I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you.
Finished with his unusual greeting, he offers you his thin hand.
Great to see you here for the
The
briefing.
scientist puts the clipboard aside, raises his watch for a closer look, and sets the timer. He shows you his watch dial.
According to the rules of this briefing, I have to touch on a large number of topics. Therefore, I will do so very briefly.
Go.
Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, I'll answer your questions. Within regulations, of course.
Sebastian produces his handheld and clicks some buttons.
I checked your scanner. It's working and is connected to the Minerva database. Everything you scan will earn you Kronos or Forefathers knowledge points.
Minerva? Decentralized computing system that facilitates information flow through the dome, creating Siamese twins, Sid and Phil, perfecting its design. Ah.
The instructor watches you with displeasure.
Are you listening? Scan everything that might be of scientific interest. First of all, anomalies. They could be dangerous. Make sure to always have medication with you.
He places a canvas pouch in your hand.
This pouch is full of bolts. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a bolt into it. It's primitive, but reliable.
Van Olden pushes a button on his stopwatch.
So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you want to ask me?
The White scowls in annoyance.
Do you know
No.
anything at all? What did you come under the dome for anyway?
Yeah, I get
You
that.
knowledge points for scanning objects. For scanning anomalies and relics, you receive 4
Alright.
points. Scanning the company's property and employees, living or dead, earns you Kronos knowledge points.
He explains with a sagacious expression.
You can exchange knowledge points for medication and equipment as part of the volunteer research program. Are you ready for the next part? The clock is ticking.
The instructor taps his watch meaningfully.
At least some useful
You'll need
education.
some one-use stimulator injectors, bandages to stop bleeding, and anti-radiation agents and radio protectors, including ARAD-3.
The White ticks these off on his fingers. He produces a black-capped, transparent plastic jar out of his pocket.
According to protocol, you should have this medicine. I'll give it to you as soon as we proceed to the practical part of the briefing. Are you ready, by the way, or do you have any questions?
How exactly can you discharge
The
an
researcher winces.
Why do I have to spell out every single thing for you?
Oh, it's literally that cool. It's
Throw
easy.
it at the anomaly, and it goes off. Any more questions?
The scientist glances at his watch again.
You're within the time limit for questions. The next step is training in the artificial ecozone.
He rests one finger on the button in preparation to start the timer.
You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the ecozone. These are the same conditions you'll be working in the field. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common under the dome.
He smoothly extracts a jar of yellow pills from his pocket.
Here's your ARAD 3. And one more thing. Just a moment.
Welcome Under the Dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of...
Ooh.
As you can see, there are endless sands in the western region. The sun reflects blindingly from the salt.
Under the Dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new
Do I
technology
just wait
and
here,
the riddles
or-
of an ancient civilization. Listen to this information.
And I fully agree with you. But what if I told you that in a year, you'll be lying by a swim...
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
Sounds like a sci-fi story, but we aren't strangers to sci-fi here. The detailed plans are ready.
Scan, select the ability in the panel and click on the object you want to scan.
Resort city in the west, with bars, casinos, spas, and therapeutic saunas. I don't know about you,
Can
but I'm
scan?
sure I'll come here in a year and we'll feel like a real queen. This is Victoria LeGrand, and the dome is on the inside. See you next time.
Van Olden gestures back at the ecozone.
Okay. Get an exploration experience. Rad force. Revenue purchase uses radioactive elements. Okay. Rad 3. Biochemical resistance. Good.
Be careful around the anomalies. Touch one of them and you'll be injured.
Ow.
Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it. Don't touch the relics with your hands, employee. Use your scanner. Radiation sickness will not add to your knowledge. Journal entry. A successful scanning attempt. You're doing all right so far. Go ahead. Keep an eye on you and make sure you don't screw it up. Journal entry. 2 objects scanned. And again, watch out for anomalies. Touch one and you'll be injured. Toss a bolt at the anomaly. Journal entry. All 3 objects have been successfully scanned. Come upstairs, employee.
Okay.
Inhospitable wilderness, you'll say. And I fully agree with you. But what if I told
Let's take a gander at my stats.
lying by a swimming pool, sipping a margarita right on this spot?
Sebastian meets you on the platform.
Your finishing time is within the acceptable range.
He clicks the stopwatch button, fixing the result time. The scientist turns back to his notes.
Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. Why do you think they appeared? I'd like to hear your opinion.
In Black Wing or Trench Soldier Touch problem.
The scientist assumes a superior expression.
I knew you'd come up with something like that. I see you understand nothing about the nature of anomalies.
Absolutely not. I just got here.
So let me add a couple of points.
He glances at the shimmering blue light in the eco zone.
The truth is, we don't know the precise reason for these phenomenon either. We actually know nothing, no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise.
Sebastian points a thin finger at the clustered lightning.
I personally believe that the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless, but there are different anomalies in the desert, phenomenon that toy with the human mind.
Van Olden clasps his hands behind his back.
I know you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. Scientists today are required to be wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand and solve the secrets of the universe during their coffee break. For some reason, no one wants to understand that fundamental science is always an investment in the future. It produces no answers here and now.
The White's gaze strays back to his clipboard.
If something terrible happens under the dome one day, and I'm sure it will, science will protect no one. That is all. Off you go.
Oh, so he seems alright.
Welcome under the dome.
Oh, good day.
Okay, you found him, changed the scientific data. It's a revenue provided for the corporation. You should know these things. Well, you've come to the right place. I wanted the creator. Its creators program creates support mode of explorers. Well, I want to impare information to upload some values, transfer data. It works perfectly. They come here and see the database, sometimes scan the most curious things. No material incentive, of course. Here, look at this. 4,000 points and Cronus points. Take those points and exchange them for medicine chemical agents. So network curators will place all over the dome, though. Depends on the person you trade with. Typically, it might give you medicine, but could be a weapon, armor. Some people might give you experimental gear, different things, all kinds of things. Just pride to say, event this program, participate in the license vendor myself. Do you take the exchange for reference? Sure. Let's take a look. Med kit. And we don't know it. Move away.
Have a good one.
Cool. Okay, I get that.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
Plans are ready, and according to them, there will soon be a real resort city in the west.
Welcome under the dome. An amazing excursion.
Potter? You're a wizard. Basic peace sign next to the badge of honor.
Greetings.
2 out of 7 Crows employees die violently. We house of kindness activists want to change. Like, keep your hands put in French sprinklers. Last not have any leaflets, don't worry. I can tell you about non-lethal weapons and how to defeat your opponent without killing them. That's what kindness is. Okay.
I hope to see you again soon.
I have no interest in non-lethal.
A middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, Instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it. Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. You going to be late for your funeral as well?
No, sir. Say I wish to receive the training.
The black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon received checkmark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me. You are prepared, right, employee?
You're prepared.
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation
computer. Sir, yes, sir!
Launch it and begin your course.
He raises
Drill
his
sergeant.
index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all. Go ahead.
Bellow, sir, yes, and leave. Assuming it's this. Gave you a track with various computers, computer terminals, and useful information. I need to turn disable mechanism open doors. If you accidentally intentionally kill one of the main characters, the information on the progression further in the game can always be found in the terminal. Make sure you are prepared. Check your companion's health. Move your weapons from inventory to the hand slot so that your gun is necessary. Provide medicine to counter health damage. Okay, I'll just put medicine. Add to belt. Add to belt. Teach training. Okay, case turn-based combat system. Move sequence, your opponent's allies, and yourself determined by initiative. AP. So moving using abilities and attacking. I'll be doing the. I'll finish this part and then I'll call it for the day. Move sequence of opponent's allies, and yourself determined by initiative. Action points spent. Moving. Action points. Defense class. Wait, what? And how do I end turn? Ow. Battle is surrounded by Charles Dutts and Goo Flames barrels.
Try not to get too cocky. Try not to get too cocky. Target hit. Try not to get too cocky. Target hit. Try
Nobody cares about the business.
Botherby nods grandly.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed, employee.
Sipping a margarita
Okay.
right on this spot.
I'll save here. Oh, okay.
Sounds like a sci-fi story.
And that's what we're calling it today, because I've got shit to do after stream, basically. So, this was fun. I think we did most of the tutorial. We probably got a couple extra bits. But yes, we managed to get most of it. We actually managed character creation in the first hour, and then most of the tutorial in the second. So, yeah, I'll probably be playing this a little bit more. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Have a fantastic evening, everyone. Keep playing the games. Keep out. You guys are the best on Twitch. I gotta go. Mostly because I've got to build my character for tomorrow's D&D game, and I've got there's bits and pieces to do after stream. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show. See you guys around. Have a fantastic time. Good night. You guys are the best watchers on Twitch. See ya.